Well, at my current position as director, I work one-on-one with constituents, and that's where I got an opportunity to kind of see the in-depth of issues and lives, and how I can be. When Bob Sweeney decided to resign for the seat, I knew that I could make a greater impact at the state legislature, helping with constituent issues such as wages and just diving into some educational policies and ensuring that people can actually get fair education, wages, so they can be able to sustain and be self-sufficient. I was a director of the Wyandanch Community Resource Center, which focuses on job placement and helping people to get back, whether it's back or finding a new career path, so they can help themselves and help their families. I did pretty well at 58%, but everything I feel is competitive because first, it was my first election. People had to get to know me in areas that did not know me and know that my work speaks for itself. So I take every situation as a competitive situation. Well, it just seems that everything happened, and I had to connect the pieces. On my undergrad, I did NIPERG, and I went to Stony Brook for my master's, and then I started interning for a local party, and then from there I started working for different, the county legislator on Long Island to the federal legislator on Long Island, and I just started putting the pieces, and I just started realizing how important local election is and how important local government is. So. Sure. I'll say first, my first government job was with, he is now the presiding officer, first African American in the county. His name is Dwayne Gregory. So he's been my key mentor in this whole entire process. And, the people that I've worked with, Congressman Steve Israel, and, our chairman and in the town supervisor, Rich Schaefer, they've really put transparency in government, and has allowed me to, my first interaction with local government has been a very big trust factor. So. I first would like to, I believe a true leader listens and learns, but, understanding the dynamic of my community, where it's, education is a key component, not only to my community, but communities across the state, the country. So more of our educational, seeing how, I know how education was important for me, and it's public education has brought me where I am today. So just diving into more of the our public education system, to see how it can be, fairly given to all kids across the board and opportunities. So our education system, looking at our wages, again, as my former position, is where I got an opportunity. People can't survive with certain wages, and how do we help, people be, self-sufficient? First, the Women's Equality Act, we talk about stuff like, promoting more women, and having a equal and fair place in the workplace, and in general. So I would like to see just more of a transparency between where a woman and a man both they work as hard together, that that they're fairly treated the same way.